Poboyspecial here on finally a nice bright sunshiny day. Here's what we're going to test. One of our viewers stated that we had a test earlier last year of a 223 round Hornady Zmax going through a car door, and it was a car door with just metal. It didn't have any of the stuff on the back, and it went into a cooler of water to check the penetration. The observation and comment was made that the car door that we're using now that you see in front of you is a lot different than the one we used for the 223 round, because this one is a complete car door. It has all the plastic and vinyl and carpet on the back. The other one did not. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the Hornady Zmax 223 round. You can see the green tip on it, and there it is right there. Hornady Zombie Zmax, and you can see that it is 223. Let me close the case back up. It is a 223 round. There we go. 55 grain. And we're going to be shooting it through the same one, the M4 right there. And this time it's a little bit different. We do not have a cooler of water behind it. We got something a little bit better. Let's take a look around back and let me show you what it is. First of all, let me show you that it is indeed a complete car door with the controls, the carpet, the plastic, everything. This time we've got a cardboard box behind it filled with wetpack. That's right, bricks and bricks of wetpack. This took a long time to make. So what we're hoping to do is see if that Zmax will go through the car door into the cardboard box with wet pack bricks and maybe into the backstop. We got a clean backstop to see if there's a hole. Alright, so let's see what it'll do. And in case you're wondering and saying what in the world is this for, this wire here, that wire, let me go around to the front, is there so that I put it directly in the middle of the wet pack so I have a line of sight, because I can't see the wet pack on this side of the door. So I put that there as an aiming point to get direct center. Alright, let's see what it'll do. Alright, this from about 20-25 feet away. We're going to be aiming a little bit low, probably right around in here. Alright, let's see what it'll do. Alright, I marked all the holes that we've shot in earlier videos. There's only one hole that's not marked, and that's right there. So we do have an entrance. Let's go around the other side and see what it did. Alright, we do have right here. Right there's our hole coming through. Let's check, see what it did through the wet pack. Alright, we do have an entrance into the box of wet pack. It hit really low right here, right at the bottom. So we're going to have to dig and dig to see what we can find in here, but there's not an exit. There's not an exit anywhere here at the bottom. There's nothing on our backstop except for this little bitty tear right here. And oh, look at that. We found part of the bullet. Right there. We have found part of the bullet right there in the backstop. Right there it was, embedded. Alright, so it obviously went through somehow. Let's go check it out. Alright, we removed the car door to see what in the world happened. Here's where it hit. Let's take a look. Oh, I see some more fragments in the box. Let me show you that right now. There's a little piece of fragment in the box right there. See that silver little piece of fragment right there. Alright, so let's tip it over and take a look and see what it did. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to tip this up to where we can see. That's what it did. It just completely tore the wood up right here, and it hit the bottom. So we may have to redo that. We've got pieces all over the place. There's a piece right there. So it went through the bottom and I'm not sure how much wet pack it went through. It went through this much wood, and if you want to see how much that is, you're looking at 5 inches of wood, every bit of 5 inches right there. So it hit right here and just kept on traveling, hit the bottom. We didn't get a good shot into the wet pack, so we may have to redo this. All right, shot number 2, a little bit higher. All right, this time there's no doubt. We definitely have penetration. We definitely have penetration. Let me show you from the top side here. There's complete, let me take this out, my aiming point. Complete disruption and devastation of the wet pack. And let me show you from the other side. All right, look at that. Definitely came through the car door and into the wet pack. We have wet pack spatter all over the place. Definite disruption. Let me take the car door down and get to the wet pack, and we'll dig through and see what we can find. Alright, I'm glad I took the car door down because I wanted to show you this. This is the back side. Obviously here's the carpet and everything. All this is right here is wet pack that I'm scraping off here. Put it down here. Look at that hole. Look at that hole. And if you want to see some dimensions, I'll show you here just a second. There you are. That's how big of a hole it made traveling through that car door. Alright, let's take a look at the wet pack. Alright, let's take a look at the damage that was done here. Let me scoot this back just a hair. Alright, look at the size of this hole right here. If you want to see, tear is about 6 inches across, and it goes about 4, maybe 5 inches up. So that's how big of a hole that it did. And let's take a look on the inside here. I mean, let's peel this open. Look at the damage that was done. Look at that wound cavity in that canal. And we'll dig through some of this, and I don't know if we'll find anything or not, but man, that's just incredible. And if you want to see once again, I mean, you're looking almost 6 inches across of damage that was done. So this is what it'll do. It does go through the complete car door, and let's keep digging. We forgot to give you the dimensions of the box to give you the overall penetration length. And here you go. We'll set the tape measure here. The length of the box overall was 15 inches. And let me do this again. That'll be on bloopers. Alright, we start here, and there you go, 15 inches. Now, here's where the penetration looks like it stopped, right? Somewhere around here we got 1, 2, 3 bricks right here. Somewhere in the 3rd brick. And how far is that? Well, let me give you a rough guesstimate here. Probably about 9 inches or so. Alright, the bricks of interest to me was this back brick right here. I've removed it right here. There's nothing on it. No hole, no trauma, no nothing. So it did not make it to this length right here. Did not make it to this back part. There are no holes or anything in the back part of the box. There are no holes in the backstop. So it's safe to say that it did not make it this far. Alright, let's keep digging. We've removed as much as the bricks as we could, and just wanted to show you what kind of damage we're looking at right here. I mean, this is massive, massive damage coming through right here. I mean, enough to stick my whole hand. Look at that, my whole hand through. This is the wound cavity once we took off the top bricks. Look at all this damage right here and all that wound. That's just massive. I mean, look at the trauma. So what is the overall penetration length of this round? Like I said, I don't think it made it to the 3rd brick. and we're probably talking around 9 inches or so. I'm going to stick this through here so you can see. It went, I'm guessing, about that much into the 3rd brick, and you're looking at right about 9 inches. So either way you go, you're looking at about 9 inches through soft wet pack after the car door. And look at that massive, massive trauma. And you say, well, how wide is that? All right, you're looking at about 5 to 6 inches wide. Let me get the tape measure down there so you can see how wide that is. There it is. All right, so let's keep digging, see if we can find some pieces. I doubt it, but so far we found a couple. All right, these were the only pieces I was able to recover. They were either too fine or too small, or I mean, that's a lot of wet pack to go through, but you can see the sizes of the pieces and you can see what we got out. All right, there you go. So will the 223 Zmax penetrate a car door and go into wet pack and soft tissue? Absolutely, about 9 inches worth. All right, so you saw it here on the Poboyspecial channel.